Hey guys, we're here to talk about another part about batting, which is called dropping the shoulders. And you'll hear coaches say that a lot sometimes. Oh, this guy drops his shoulders. What does that mean? Generally speaking, it means as I'm going through my swing, I'm dropping my back shoulder. Okay, so it's coming low and I'm uppercutting the ball. This isn't necessarily a bad thing depending on how exaggerated that is. And I'll explain that to you in a moment. But essentially every major league player does drop their back shoulder because you want to be on line, a plane with the ball. Okay, so the ball's coming down at you. The ball's not coming up, so you don't want to be swinging down. The ball's not coming flat at you. The ball's coming down at you. And when you get to a point where pitchers are pitching off a mound, it's coming down at even more of an angle. So we do want to have sort of an upward plane, but we don't want an uppercut type of a swing. One symptom of the drop shoulder too is a lot of pop-ups and a lot of weak side hits. So weak side hits means if I'm a right-handed batter, I'm hitting a lot to first, a lot to second, or if I'm a left-handed batter, I'm hitting them down the third base line. So what's happening when I'm dropping my shoulder? So basically what you'll see if we slow it down in slow motion is as I'm coming through my swing, you can see my elbows are coming almost parallel to each other, okay? And the bat is at a really significant upward angle. My whole body is just look how low this shoulder is here. That's exaggerated, and we want to try to eliminate that drop shoulder as much as possible. There's a number of drills that we can do. One of the simplest ones is the high tee drill. Okay, if you hit off of a tee and you find yourself chopping the tee a lot, that generally means that you're dropping your shoulder. So if we try to work with a high tee, it's going to keep our shoulder a little bit more on plane. Okay, so work on getting that tee quite a bit higher and focusing on not pulling my lower elbow through there, but trying to keep that lower elbow clear, okay, like this, and the shoulder's going to drop, but you can see my shoulder here is not down here. Okay, so you really want to focus on that. So the high tee drill is a great thing to do. We talk a lot about hitting in front of a mirror, looking at yourself, videotaping yourself as you swing to start to make improvements. Those are some other things that you can do to try to eliminate the drop shoulder scenario and get a better plane as you're coming through the ball. Again, having an upper swing that goes up is a good thing. We just don't want the dramatic version of that where we're over swinging, we're swinging too much up and we're dropping that shoulder. So one more thing that we want to consider with the casting, as we talk about straightening that, is your elbow position. And this goes for dropping your elbows as well, is your elbows want to stay at the same distance apart throughout the swing. It's a really funny thing you probably don't notice, but we don't want our elbows to flare out, okay, or come in any way. Okay, we want to keep them at a consistent distance apart through the swing. So they're staying at that same distance no matter what. They don't move. They don't come in or out. And if we're dropping our shoulders or we're casting, what that's doing is we're actually changing that. So something to think about are my elbows staying at the same distance apart through the swing? Okay, that's another point.